Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. The Holly bun, long time no see, but sometimes I go through phases of just having my hair in a bun, and I'm in one of those phases right now. But anyway, yeah, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. So I wanted to just film something very casual today. I went to bed thinking about this, and I thought it would be a fun video idea. I thought I would film it whilst I was doing it because yeah, I went to bed yesterday just thinking about the goals I'd set for myself at the start of the year, and yeah, let's just say I didn't really remember too much about which goals I'd set, my word of the year, and I was like, okay, we kind of need to sit down and refocus, ground ourselves. And basically I'm filming a video where I'm going to talk about some of the goals I set at the start of this year and also set myself goals right now. In line with my recent vlogs and chatty videos where I've mentioned being in this little lull, this motivational slump, I just feel like this will really help me, and I encourage you guys to do the same. Like, set yourself some goals right now, okay? You don't have to wait until the end of 2023 to set yourself goals or resolutions. Right now it's currently the 27th of October and I am back in this blue jumper. I don't really feel bad though, because I did say to you guys in a vlog recently that I would be in this jumper throughout the whole of the winter season in the UK. Anyway, so in my bullet journal this morning, I have made a little page here, which is my goal setting mid 2023. I know it's not really the middle of the year, it's more so the end of the year, but I thought it looked quite nice. And yeah, so I will be writing those down. But I also did some rough planning as well on some random pieces of paper that I find in my drawers. But yeah, if you do enjoy this video anyway, like it, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. But yeah, the first thing, as I said, I wanted to talk about was the video I made at the start of the year. Now, I set this word of the year. I kind of have been setting a word of the year, so in 2023 I said adventure, and I feel like I really achieved that in 2022. For 2023, oh my gosh, as I said to you guys at the start of this video, I was trying to think back to my word of the year and I didn't even remember what I said, okay? I kind of suggested loads of different words and I didn't settle on one of them, and so I feel like that is part of the reason why I didn't remember it. I feel like I'm either gonna go with contentment or independence for this year, or experiences. I really do like experiences still. I'm basically just undecided at this point, but I think I came to the conclusion in the video that my word of the year was contentment, which I really liked at the time. In that video as well, towards the end, I also mentioned, you know, the fact that I wanted 2023 to hopefully be better than 2022, but I did also say, caveat that you know, life can be so turbulent and all over the place, and oh my gosh, I feel like this year I have not like been too content with my life. In certain ways, yes I have, but in others, no I haven't, and I feel like the word of the year should have been turbulent because that perfectly summarizes this year. I also said things like, you know, you never know what's around the corner in life, and that was this year. That has been this year, as I talked about in my most recent chatty video. Like, a lot of things just haven't really gone to plan for me, and that is okay. Life sometimes just won't go to plan for you, and as I said, this has been the first year in like my adult life where I've experienced things that are just totally out of control, out of my control, and I have to work around them and get through them. And next year I'm gonna pick one word of the year, so I'm gonna do that at the start of 2024, and I want to always remind myself of that word. Like, this year I just lost sight of what I wanted to achieve, and I also lost sight of the goals that I'd set for myself, because just watching back that video this morning, I've realized that I have not achieved like a lot of them. So going through them and just, you know, hopefully reminding you guys that it's okay to not achieve your goals. Like, I'm just a normal person just like you guys behind the screen, and you know, if you haven't felt fulfilled this year, if things haven't been going to plan, you haven't achieved anything, it's okay. Like, I, as you will see, have not achieved a lot of these goals. I said I wanted to run more races. I have run 2 races this year. I have run a half marathon in Milton Keynes, I ran Phuket Marathon in Thailand, and I also wanted my 3rd race of the year to be an ultra marathon, which I definitely haven't done. I'm just gonna say I'd love to run an ultra marathon this year, like even a 50k race. I'd like to branch into trail running. Haven't even started that. And then I also said to tone my body but keep my period. So I spent a lot of this year in Asia, and I feel like I lost quite a bit of strength in Asia because I was running a lot, but I didn't do any strength training, so I lost quite a lot of speed endurance and just general strength. Like before I went to Asia, I achieved being able to do a pull-up for the first time, and I was so happy. But then towards the end of Asia, we found a pull-up bar and I just couldn't do it. That is when it hit me that I'd lost a lot of strength. But going back to what I said at the start of the year about keeping my period, I feel like I need to just be so happy with myself and proud of myself, because I have never had a more regular period in my life. When I look at my app, or I feel like I'm going to be coming on my period, I'm like, okay, in about a few days I'll be coming on my period, and it is bang on like every time. For like the whole of this year I have been so regular, and to have literally never had that in my life, wow, that is such an achievement for me. I know exactly how to keep my period now, so if you want any videos on that, then just let me know down below, or how I've kept my period and regulated it. Mindset goals I set, so I wanted to journal. I want to have a journal with me like all the time so I can just write stuff down. Have I achieved that? Not really. And the problem with this goal is that I said to myself that I would journal when I felt like it. And the problem with me is if I'm busy and doing other things, I won't prioritize things like journaling, because I'm like, does it even benefit me? You know, I didn't build any structure or routine, so didn't really do that. I said to myself that I wanted to chill this year, or like not learn how to chill, that sounds really kind of strange, but I wrote chill Holly with a smiley face. I have always found it quite hard to just like relax, switch off, and I would definitely say I've done more of that this year. Allowed myself more like flexibility and free time, you know, in like a very capitalistic society, in a world driven by, you know, productivity, hustle culture, making money and stuff like this, and also being such a perfectionist. I feel like that as well is a big achievement for me. It's almost like anti-productivity culture sort of thing, but it's still productive. Like rest and free time and chill time is still productive. The other one I set for myself, which was really kind of nice for me to hear me actually saying, because you know I don't often watch my videos back, but I said to rekindle love for my alone time, but also let myself be free to love others. I did film that video when, you know, I just met Angelo and I hadn't really said anything about it yet, but you know, I feel like I've definitely achieved that. Like I am at this happy place in that respect. The final two categories, travel then and business. This is so messy. Travel, oh my gosh, this was so ambitious. Traveled to 25 countries this year. Don't put that idea in my head, dude. This idea was put in my head by my sister, by the way. I have not achieved that at all. You know, I've traveled to quite a few different places this year, and I've been very, very satisfied with my travel for this year. I do really still want a scratch map. I said I wanted to get one, haven't got one, and I just feel like I would love to have a scratch map. But yeah, have we seen 23 different countries? No, we haven't. Finally, business. A lot of these I have put crosses by. I have my eggs, well, can I really say that as a vegan? I have my beans spread in loads of different jars, and like I don't know, like I was taking on, or I have been taking on too much, and I haven't been able to put like everything into all of the things I do. As I said, like my whole life this year has felt very turbulent, and I haven't really niched down or knuckled down or found what I want to create and what I enjoy creating the most. And you know, a lot of what I do is vlogging, but if my personal life is very chaotic, then obviously that will translate into content that is a bit all over the place. So I'm sorry if that was very negative, but as I said, I like to keep things very real on my channel, and I don't want to paint this picture that my life is perfect when it's not. But yeah, goal setting in the journal. So this is what we're gonna do. So we're focusing on this side. As you can see, I've made a table and I have 3 columns. I want to write down what my goal is, obviously how I'm gonna get there, so the action plans, the steps I'm gonna put in place, and then the why is just the reminder as to why I want to achieve that goal. Like if you're setting something for no reason, like why is it a goal? You won't even want to achieve that goal. Like, being quite critical with my 2023 goals earlier this year, I set way too many, so nothing happened, you know? And then we had the turbulence and the storms at the same time. But anyway, these are in no particular order, these goals. The first goal, which I have, I believe, set myself for a goal in previous years, to totally take control and know my finances. I feel like it's easier to answer the why before the how, even though I put that column third. So yeah, the why for me is because I'm self-employed, and I feel like if you don't know your finances, whether you are self-employed or not, you're like employed by an employer, obviously, then how are you gonna know how much to save, where to spend your money, how to save your money? Like, I feel like it's a basic task that I do not yet have in control or under control. And being totally honest, you know, my mom, she's not an accountant, but she loves money and finances and stuff like that, and she does help me with it. But yeah, I just want to better understand my finances and be able to do it myself. In terms of the how, the action plan, then it is coming around to me doing my accounts this year, so I have to do my expenses and then like look at all of my different income streams, tally everything up, make this big spreadsheet and stuff. But yeah, normally mom does most of that for me, and then like my accountant does the rest and blah blah blah. But like this year I'm going to be doing it with mom, and then for the next year I want to be doing it myself, because I want to be doing it more regularly. Like at the end of every month I will fill in my spreadsheet, and then I can better know like what's going on, you know, how much am I making, how much am I spending, how much am I saving, what am I spending my money on. I need to reach a point by next year when I'm doing this spreadsheet on a monthly basis myself. Very clear action plan, and I feel like that is definitely achievable. My second goal on this list is to believe in myself, and I know that is not very like concrete, but let me tell you that this year, well, towards the latter half of this year, I feel like I've experienced quite a lot of imposter syndrome, and I've compared myself to a lot of other people, especially online, and I just haven't truly believed in myself. Like, I haven't believed who I am in what I do, sort of things. Just literally thinking that I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, and stuff like this. So I said to myself this morning, like, Holly, you need to start believing in yourself more. If you want to achieve anything, like all of these goals, let's say, and beyond that, you need to believe in yourself and you need to be confident. And I have found confidence like in my teens and early 20s, and to have lost that is not even scary, it's just kind of disheartening. So that is the why. And then the how and the action plan. I have been making a LinkedIn profile recently, and I need to finish that, just because I feel like I want to see for myself what I've sort of achieved and who I am and what I do. I've never had a LinkedIn profile, and I just feel like that will help me feel like more professional in my career, as it were. Number 3 is coming back to physical stuff, kind of strength work. As I said, I feel like I lost strength in the middle of this year, and I'm trying to regain that. So I have got my pull-ups back, which is so good. I haven't actually managed to film any recently, but you know, I am back on the pull-ups, and yeah, just building back up strength. The why is because I feel my best when I'm strong, and I feel so good when I'm strong and I'm flexible, but I feel like I've fallen out of all of these routines because, as I said in my vlog, like getting out of a motivation slump, you know, like I'm not running, and that has a big spiral effect, especially on the physical stuff that I do. Like when I'm running, I'm also stretching, I'm muscle rolling, I'm cooling down, recovering, and looking after my body properly. Right now, I don't feel in that place. And the how I'm going to get there, I just need to build routines in my gym sessions, my strength work gym sessions, and also schedule sessions throughout the week. Like most of the time I go to the gym, I'm just like, okay, I'll do this and then I'll do that, and I don't have any structure. I always talk about routines and planning and stuff, but I don't seem to have that with the gym. I seem to just rely on like discipline and motivation, which doesn't often get you anywhere if you don't have plans in place, you know? And that number 3 goal leads me on to the 4th one with running, which is, you know, obviously by the end of this year, well, I hope to be back running. Running with no injuries basically is the long-term goal. Running for me is this like dichotomy where I love it so much, but at the same time it can get me so frustrated when I'm not doing it, when I'm injured. But yeah, I still just never would imagine my life without it. So that's the why. And then the how is I am never ever going to be running without strength training alongside, like I did in Asia. I feel like that's probably why I picked up this most recent injury, and I have to gradually build up my mileage again, not run really far and really fast all at once. I need to plan and schedule in recovery, take rest days. That is what I need to do. Okay, number 5 on my list is friends. Adulting and friendships is a weird one, because when you're at school and when you're at university, like, you see your friends every single day, you don't have to make plans. And you know, I've never been the person to have loads of friends. I've never been part of a friendship group ever in my life. I'm totally fine with that. Never really had a best friend. I have some very close friends, and those who I would probably consider my best friends, but I feel like this year I've let certain friendships slide, and maybe I'm still kind of trying to process this myself. Maybe that needed to happen. I am going to not rekindle certain friendships, but really hone in on the friendships that I want to cherish at the end of this year. And how I'm gonna do that is when I have time and when I know I'm going to reply, because the problem is that I had a lot of like messages and conversations going on with certain friends before I went to Asia, and then everything got really chaotic with me going away and I just didn't reply. And the longer I left it, the worse I felt about not replying, and so I just didn't reply. So I am going to, you know, one day at a time, message a friend, and I will be available to reply to that friend and hopefully meet up with friends, because that's always fun. Recently I have seen like my closest friends and I have prioritized that, so I am proud of that, but I do have other friendships that I don't want to lose. Number 6, I have written down reconnect with my audience. You guys, yeah, I feel like I've just lost touch with you guys, and that goes back to what I've said before, in that my content has been a bit all over the place. I've almost pulled back a little bit because I wanted to work on things, so I feel like that's benefited me. But there was a time when I knew you guys so well, I knew what you liked watching of mine, but now I don't. And obviously this channel is mine, but I wouldn't be here without you guys, and so I feel like we need to rekindle this relationship. And that will also come with me actually having a vision for my content and my channel and what I want to do with it, and when I post and what I post about. Right now I post about all different things, and part of that is because my life is so diverse and I love so many different things and I don't know what to post about. And obviously nowadays we have short form content, TikTok, loads of different platforms and trends, and it can be so overwhelming. But yeah, how we're gonna do this, I am open to, you know, suggestions down below, but I feel like I want to start posting more regularly on Instagram because that's my day-to-day, and then really focusing on the content that you guys enjoy the most. We need to have some discussions. I want to put some polls up on Instagram to see what you guys like the most on different platforms, and yeah, I just need a bit of help with that. Please comment down below if you do like certain videos of mine more than others. Definitely give them a big thumbs up, let me know, send me a message. The last goal, which I very recently wrote down before I filmed this video, was to channel my minimalist energy again. I've been looking at my room recently and it's just a state, and I own too much, and when the place where you live, my room, most of the time, you know, is a bit chaotic, then that will translate into chaotic energy in my day-to-day life. I will never be an extreme minimalist, but I definitely feel I can be more minimal than I am right now. I am gonna start selling my stuff on Depop, on eBay. I did put some stuff on, well, one item on eBay recently, but yeah, I need to get rid of some stuff, sell it, donate it to charity. You know, I don't like just throwing things away. I also feel like I need to clean my room and tidy regularly. I will have this one massive clear out, I feel like, before the end of this year. We're gonna make it happen. Right now you can see it doesn't look too bad, but like I look in drawers and cupboards and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't even know where to start. I don't use or wear half the clothes I own. I can't fit stuff in my stationery drawers in my desk. I'm just like, this is too much, so we have to deal with that. But yeah, that is my list of goals. I I hope this was an enjoyable video. Maybe you can take some inspiration for your own goals. As I said, do some goal setting like right now, pause the video, or you know, afterwards go away, make a table similar, or just write down the goals, have an action plan, because as I said, like, you really don't have to just set goals at the start of the year. And also it's okay not to achieve them. I hope this video has also reminded you of that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, a like this video if you did enjoy it, comment down below, subscribe if you are new, and yeah, upwards and onwards, no, onwards and upwards, you know, we're getting through things together. And yeah, as always, I will leave you with the bloopers and speak to you very soon in another video. Bye guys. I'm not used to filming with my hair in a bun anymore, so I just don't know whether to capture it in the like viewfinder. What, we're manifesting that, even though I don't even believe in manifestation. Really, this bit of hair just doesn't want to stay down. Oh my god, the battery is dying. This bit of hair just like doesn't want to go back. Why is there background noise in every video that I film? I also need to lock my phone. In terms of, it's still like jumping up, like get back down. I also don't need the candle as a stand anymore. I feel like it's been like that the whole of this video anyway. Okay.